Well, here we are once again, episode 927. Like 50 something. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Gonna do a little sand and fix on this. I'm at lunch break, but I don't have much time today. We got busy stuff going on in the world that I gotta attend to. So we're gonna do a little bit of work here and try to make it a quick episode. We left off, got these diagonals in, they're dry. A little bit of compression on that one, but it's looking good. Everything is looking good. And I'm going to get some sanding done on it. So I got these little brackets and gussets on here. They're already pre-cut, ready to go. Got the edges beveled. Remember I was telling you, anything's gonna come up against the fabric, you gotta have a soft edge on it. I think you might have saw me do that on the fuselage, and I'll do it some more here. Meanwhile, it says this gusset goes, this one here, it goes about a 1/4 inch over this piece here, which sticks up, a 1/16 above this. So I'm going to sand it down a little bit and get some of these other high spots. Oh yeah, he's a structure now. I know you heard me say once before, and a couple of times probably, nothing like the human eye, how God made it, and it's unbelievable. Its beauty and accuracy, and I can tell you how big something is from over here and how fast something's running. Just your eyes are miraculous. But don't forget the human touch either. Got to give us some really good senses. And I can look down this and see that it looks really straight. And then when I rub my hands down, I can see it a little bit right in here. It feels a little bit skinnier, and it feels a little fatter right here where the joint is. Kind of flares out on the end a little bit. You know what I'm talking about. Most men can feel their way around anything. Just inherent. Got a little bit of a wobble in it when I'm laying it on my workbench. Definitely nothing to worry about. But is it perfect? No, I think that wobble is coming from this part right here. Let me sand this side down. Let me see. This side here. All right. Give me a little air on this. Blow this off good. Okay. See, we got them on both sides. So, almost think that'll be too much pressure. Let me get the other clamp. One of these. The big spring clips, they got sometimes they get too much pressure. And you're not supposed to squeeze all the glue out of the joint. In fact, you kind of want to leave a little bit on the fat side. You want to make sure you got more than enough. Let's see here, we got some on the bottom. Alright. That's more better. I could get it later, but more stuff I get now, less stuff I'll forget later. Besides drilling a hole here, which they don't give me any dimensions for on the drawing. I know that we'll have some adjustment in the pipe. It's got some braces that go down from this spot here. There'll be a brace going down to the horizontal stabilizer. I'm not so sure it doesn't matter where that goes yet, so I'm not going to drill it yet. I can do that right before I do the covering. Not a big deal. Let me glue these gussets on, and this part is done, and I can start on the rudder. You know, be smart to put a little wax paper down. Thanks for that. Whoever just thought that to me. No. Thank you. However, I do have to have enough clamp strength on here to go between the thicknesses, because this is sitting on top of these. About that high. These little small epoxy jobs, I don't mind them. Near as big as them ones that take forever. Like when I was gluing the plywood on the fuselage, that was a pain in the butt. All right, let me see here. This is, you know what, I better get some gloves on before I get much further. What do you think? Thank you for whoever just reminded me of that. I gotta quit wearing my good t-shirts too when I ever epoxying, because it don't come off. All right. Excuse my voice and sniffling. I apparently got a cold. Right here where it jumps the thicknesses, I'm gonna put a little bit of extra epoxy. You don't have to force it out. You put one staple in it, keep it from moving. You're a slippery devil. There you go. Don't move. All right, next. Got one here, kind of looks like a car, don't it? All right. There. Okay. Bueno. 2 down. clamps on them in a minute. Dave over Team Minimax, and he's finally got most of my stuff and he's shipping it out to me. Thank God. Keep me in your prayers. They've gone through some medical stuff. You know, a lot of people that got gray and white hair have. And they've had some challenges. But it looks like he's going to be okay and he's going to be able to get the stuff to me. Meanwhile, I finalized the payment on my motor, Thump Air. I don't forget what the name of it is, but the Thump Air 4-stroke motor. And anyway, that propeller and the spinner's paid for, and will be on its way for long. So, but that'll be a nice one. Brand new, shiny 4-stroke, 38 horsepower. Pretty tough little motor. You know, probably what you would expect to find on a motorcycle, similar to it, but even this one is something more like you would find on a racing motorcycle. A lot of power per weight. Hopefully, it'll last a long time. One thing that bothers me, it does not come with a warranty. Hopefully, don't wear out. You know, you got to tear apart, look at them after 200-300 hours, and hell, I don't even know if I'll fly this plane that much. You know, we'll see. We're going to wrap this around like that in case it gets out. Squeeze that together right there. That's too tight. Okay. Right here on this one. All right. Okay. And that's that. Besides a hole in this is ready to go. And then got to put the hinges on. And I'm going to varnish this thing up here as soon as this dries up. Do a little bit more touch-up sanding on it and varnish it up. Put it over in the box. With all the other stuff I got varnished up, ready to go. And we'll get started on the rudder. In fact, I might varnish this before this evening or after supper or something, and then get started on this rudder. Got to do a little bit of tweaking on this. It's going to be tricky too. I don't think it's tricky as the vertical stabilizer though. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you've been spreading the joy in the world and not destroying it. If you know somebody that is, ask them if what's coming out of their mouths is positive, if it's making a positive effect, or if it's something negative. That's something I ask myself every word I say, and I'm just as guilty as anybody else. Hopefully we have a Lord that forgives us and is giving us guidance, because otherwise I'd be totally lost. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you again soon.